The serene beauty of Pahalgam, nestled in the Himalayas, was shattered on May 6, 2025. A devastating terrorist attack targeted Hindu pilgrims, killing 26 and injuring dozens. The picturesque valley, a popular destination for spiritual seekers and nature enthusiasts, became a scene of carnage and chaos. The militant group Lashkar-e-Taiba, operating from across the border in Pakistan, claimed responsibility for the attack. This act of violence sent shockwaves through India and reignited long-standing tensions between the two nuclear-armed neighbors. The world watched with bated breath as the attack threatened to unravel years of fragile peace in the volatile region. India vowed a swift and decisive response to the Pahalgam attack. The nation mourned the loss of innocent lives and public outrage grew. The attack was not merely an assault on pilgrims, but a direct challenge to India's sovereignty and security. The government faced immense pressure to act decisively against those responsible. The international community condemned the attack and urged restraint, fearing a dangerous escalation of violence. The attack served as a stark reminder of the persistent threat of terrorism in the region and its potential to ignite a larger conflict between India and Pakistan. India's response came less than 24 hours later with Operation Sindoor. On the morning of May 7, 2025, the Indian Air Force launched airstrikes targeting alleged terrorist camps across the line of control in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Indian fighter jets, including the advanced Rafale, struck 9 locations with precision-guided munitions. India claimed to have destroyed Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed hideouts, inflicting significant casualties. The operation marked a significant escalation in India's response to cross-border terrorism. Pakistan denied the presence of terrorist camps within its territory and condemned the strikes as an act of unprovoked aggression. While India maintained that the strikes were limited to terrorist infrastructure and not civilian areas, Pakistan reported civilian casualties and damage to property. The international community expressed deep concern over the escalating situation, urging both sides to exercise restraint and prevent further escalation. The strikes marked a dangerous turning point in the long-standing conflict between India and Pakistan, raising fears of a wider war. Pakistan's retaliation was swift and fierce. On May 8, 2025, Pakistani fighter jets and drones launched retaliatory strikes on Indian military installations in Jammu and Kashmir. The strikes targeted Indian air bases in Jammu, Pathankot and Udhampur, aiming to cripple India's air capabilities in the region. Both sides engaged in intense artillery duels across the line of control, resulting in casualties on both sides. The situation escalated rapidly, with each side accusing the other of violating international law and targeting civilians. The escalation raised fears of a full-blown war between the two nuclear-armed neighbors. The international community watched with growing alarm as diplomatic efforts intensified to de-escalate the situation. The United States, Russia, China, and other world powers called for an immediate ceasefire and urged both sides to engage in dialogue. The specter of a nuclear conflict loomed large, threatening regional and global security. The crisis highlighted the fragility of peace in South Asia and the urgent need for a negotiated settlement to the long-standing Kashmir dispute. After days of intense diplomatic efforts, India and Pakistan agreed to a ceasefire, effective 5 p.m. IST on May 10, 2025. The ceasefire agreement, brokered by international mediators, brought a fragile peace to the region. Both sides agreed to halt all cross-border military operations and engage in dialogue to address the underlying causes of the conflict. The ceasefire was welcomed by the international community as a crucial step towards de-escalation and a testament to the power of diplomacy. However, the ceasefire remains fragile and the road to lasting peace is long and arduous. The underlying issues that sparked the conflict, including the disputed territory of Kashmir and cross-border terrorism, remain unresolved. Both India and Pakistan must seize this opportunity to engage in meaningful dialogue and work towards a peaceful resolution. The international community must remain actively engaged and support confidence-building measures between the two countries. The future of South Asia hinges on the ability of India and Pakistan to find common ground and build a future free from the threat of war.